show you how to make Jay's Spicy 4 Chili Margarita. It's so good. I've gone to a lot of restaurants and they just don't make it as good as I do. A margarita, in my opinion, should be real simple. Tequila, fresh lime juice. You can use a little bit of agave sweetener or a little bit of like orange Cointreau or a little bit of triple sec. That's all that needs to go into it. Good quality basic ingredients. I like spicy margaritas, so I usually add my 4 chilies: an Anaheim chili, a Serrano, a habanero, and a jalapeno chili. Those are my 4 chilies. And then the difference between a regular margarita is just how much sweetener you put in there, how much triple sec, how much orange Cointreau. And my wife and I just go more skinny, which a skinny margarita is just that you're adding a little bit of agave nectar or another sweetener to sweeten it very subtly. And I don't use pre-made mixes. I just use fresh ingredients. For one margarita, I'm using 1 medium lime, which is about 1 ounce. I'm using a good quality Blanco tequila, about 2 to 3 ounces in 1 margarita. And then just a squeeze, a very little squeeze. A half of a teaspoon, an eighth of a teaspoon, just a very little squeeze of that. I like salt on the rim. I put ice in my glass. This is shaken. Real easy, real clean, super refreshing drink. Fun to kind of squeeze your little lime wedge in there. Just so good. Love it. I hope you enjoy it. Try making it at home. If you want a little bit sweeter, just put a little bit more squeeze of agave nectar, or put in a little more orange Cointreau or triple sec, and that'll just make the drink as sweet as you want. If you want a little more spicy, muddle down your chilies just a little bit more, and you'll get it to that perfect heat level. Or if you don't want it so spicy, you can still put the chilies in there, but when you shake it, everything melts together. It's gonna get to a nice heat and temperature level that shouldn't burn your mouth to where your mouth's on fire. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel so I can continue to make you cocktail videos and teach you more about the history and how these drinks are made. Also, hit the like button if you like this video. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I make Jay's Spicy 4 Chili Margarita. And again, you can do it regular style or you can do it skinny. My wife and I tend to do a little bit on the skinny side. And the difference is you're just putting less sweetener into your margarita. So let me show you how I make it. So it's real easy. So I'm gonna get a cocktail shaker like this. And let's go ahead and put down in our cocktail shaker, let's put in some Serrano chili. Let's do like 2 little pieces of the Serrano chili. 1, 2. Let's put in like, why don't we put in 1 piece of habanero, just like that, like a small half of a habanero chili. And then let's put in 2 pieces of jalapeno chilies. And then we'll put in a little bit of Anaheim chili. Let's put that down in there. So those are my 4 chilies. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in 2 ounces. I usually put in, if I'm making a couple margaritas for my wife and I'll usually do about 4 to 5 ounces of this, and that'll make about 2 good size margaritas. So for our normal margarita, let's put in 2 ounces. Let's do 2 ounces of Blanco tequila. So there's 1, 2 ounces. You know what? Let's just go for 3 and make it a little stronger. You can use different types of tequilas when you're making a skinny or making a margarita, and most people use Blanco tequila, which is the white clear tequila. So again, I put my chilies in there. Now I'm gonna put in, for 1 margarita, we're gonna use about 1 lime. They say about 3/4 ounce, but this is about an ounce. So let's put in one lime, or small, kind of, not small, but maybe medium size lime. We put that down into our shaker. I love margaritas. They're just one of my go-to cocktails that my wife and I like. They have a nice little punch to them. They're refreshing. Not like overly filling. And so there you go with the about one lime, medium-sized lime. And then now this is where the difference between like a skinny margarita and a regular margarita. I normally just put in very little agave nectar syrup in my drink, like just very, very little squeeze. And you can put a little bit more if you want a little sweeter. And then this is kind of where you make it more of a regular margarita. And you're gonna put in like maybe half a teaspoon, maybe a half an ounce to an ounce of Cointreau, orange Cointreau. And then that's where you, or you can use a triple sec. And that's usually how people sweeten up there. So I'm just gonna do kind of like a little bit, like maybe an eighth, 1/4 ounce of orange Cointreau liqueur. And that's gonna just round it out, just sweeten it just a tad bit more. Now this is how you can make it a little more spicy or less spicy, is when you muddle, using a muddler, is when you're breaking up, you're opening up the chilies and you're muddling it down, is when you're really infusing more of the spice and the heat. So I normally don't muddle it too much. Sometimes just the shaking alone will get it to that nice, perfect, spicy point. So let's put some ice in here, into our shaker. And then we'll get to shaking, and this is sometimes enough without having to muddle it down. Just shaking it, we kind of meld everything together and break apart some of the chili, infusing the tequila, the chilies, the agave nectar, and chilling it. Now, what's important is we need to get a salted glass. So you can use, I usually use just a regular glass. You can use a true margarita glass, the taller ones, but I just kind of like using these. Are a little easier to drink out of. All right, so let's salt our glass. And how we do that is by taking some lime, like half of a lime, and you're just gonna rub that on the rim on both sides. And I like it, it just gives more of that lime smell to it. And then we're gonna just stick it in our salt and salt our rim just like that. And then we're gonna put some fresh ice down in our glass. And we're just gonna put some ice in here, maybe fill it up about halfway, 2/3. And then this is where I'm going to strain my cocktail. And now I'll just strain the margarita into my glass. And you'll see it'll get some bits and pieces of some of the chilies in there. And then I like to garnish it with a few more chilies. It doesn't really make it like super hot, but it just, you know, looks really good. I love the color of the habaneros. And then so I'll put those right down in my glass like that. And then I'm also going to put, I'm gonna put a lime wedge on here. And so, you know, if you want it a little more tart, you can squeeze the lime, or if you just want to do it for like presentation. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a little wedge of lime here, and it looks cool. And then also if you want to just kind of squeeze it, people like to squeeze it. So let's just put our little lime wedge on there. This, my friend, is J. Green's Spicy 4 Chili Margarita. Let's give it a try. It's really good. It got a little spicier because I muddled down the chilies, but it's still amazing. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel so I can continue to make you cocktail videos and teach you more about the history and how these drinks are made, how to make your own cocktails at home, and also hit the like button if you like this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Have a wonderful evening. Cheers, salud. Ah, wonderful. Love it.